Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Friday night. I'm your host, Shawn Reap, with my partner, Milt Jr., and we're coming to you from Kentucky with the Winston Cup Aero 88 Series. How you doing, Milty?
Kentucky woman, my kind of woman, that's for sure. And it's Kentucky. It's Friday night, and guess who's on the pole? Matt Watkins.
Yeah,
No kidding.
surprise. Yeah, Matt
50.
Watkins, he won the chicken run. Well, he's picking up right where he left off Tuesday on the pole with the Rocket Descenza next to him on the front row there. We got a great field here tonight. 25 cars, turning times, a few others taking provisionals, trying to get those empty pit boxes in front of them. Looks like that's going to work out nicely for TG Reese there. Starting officially 28th, but he's got me and Sam in front of him. For those empty pit stalls, it's always nice on a crowded night like this to get that extra little room to operate in the pits. This is it's a cookie cutter track with the speed limit there at the cones as you watch Matt Stewart slide coming in. Oh, there he is. That red dot at the top of your screen, top left. I see they're practicing the pit stops because they know this track can lead to a lot of green flag action. Green flag stops are the norm here. Like I was saying, it's a cookie cutter, but it's a lot of time off throttle, a lot of different lines you can take around here, tire management. I love this track. It was a whole lot of fun Tuesday. It was a whole lot of fun in the Piston Cup, and it should be a whole lot of fun tonight as these Winston Cup cars take to it.
Well, and the track is, it's a 1.5 mile, 14 degrees banking, but the corners are not the same. This is very interesting, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are very different, and you should see some too wide racing though here. No,
absolutely. Like I said, a lot of different lines work around here. Something you got to watch coming out of the pits. You got to stay below that yellow line. Don't follow that white line out there. I know from experience. It'll bust you.
Speaking of
pitting's
experience,
always exciting here.
Speaking of experience,
yes, Mr. Smoke, Sam Young here.
Hi, Shawn, and hi, Milt, and good show. Thanks for doing this, of course, as always. And Shawn is they're going to be a little shy about this, and I have to bring it up that Shawn won his 98th race at FSB Racing.
Just talking about that,
number 98. Congratulations, Shawn.
Thank
you're on your way to you're on your way to 100. That's a big number here at FSB. That's a very exclusive little club right there.
115 to go to catch me, bro.
Yeah, only got about 600 to go to catch Matkins, your pole setter. No, but you're not wrong.
Have a great broadcast, guys.
Yeah, great.
Right, thanks, Sammy.
Boss. That was the boss there. I have to do my tie here. Make sure it's tight here. So, Chris, what's up, man? We got Chris.
Yeah,
Beckman
Chris Beckman back from vacation.
What's your take on the story tonight?
Oh, just practicing a little pit entry. How's it going, guys?
Well, in pit road, tell us about the subtleties of pit road here.
Pretty standard cookie cutter entry. It's actually not too bad coming in. I mean, it lets you keep quite a bit of speed going, but you got to be subtle with your braking.
And the thing to watch here is that very narrow pit exit. You can't really get out of there side by side for very long, so you got to sort that out real quick under green. As you watch Brad Otto practice that exit, you can see what I'm saying. Oh, he misses the yellow line. Yeah, that'll get you a black flag if you stay up there and before the backstretch.
Yeah, that exit is dangerous, even single file.
1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps. Oh no! Well, I have fond memories of this track, racing Slim Jim Gately and following him from start to finish when I won my truck championship back in the day. And we started the same distance and we finished the same distance. I never ran a better race in my entire life, and he ran a better one and won it. That shows you. So guess what? My pick tonight is the 23.
Slim Jim. The professor, he made this absolute Cadillac of a setup we got tonight.
Step yourself into a Slim Jim.
Speaking of Slim Jim, you're defending Winston Cup champion. We got the Slim Jim fan club out there. Doris Gately, thanks for tuning in. Austin IL, cheering for Jam and Jay, Jason Dolfer, Brian Rodriguez.
Get a haircut, monster. What's up,
Kim
dog?
Wright. Kim Wright checking in
Kim
from
Wright
work.
in the house, rooting for the
Yeah.
9 car.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Dog says
Kick this dude.
Milty needs a haircut, but you can't see it because I got the dark blue curtain behind me. I got some serious hair going on here.
Oh, you ain't got the mullet, man, though, man.
I kind of de facto is when I got the hat on. It's kind of a mullet. I haven't had a real haircut in over almost a year.
Cut too, man. I'm telling you, I'm going for it. These are strange times, and I'm usually like high and tight, with my hair, but I just totally since COVID, it's just been
that was my last real haircut.
Or strange times.
My last real haircut was the Friday before Governor Murphy called for the first lockdown here in New Jersey. I knew it was coming, so I got out there, got cut, and that was almost a year ago now. But as for
the 63 car Jammin' J, who, dude, it's been on rails, so very possible here. Kentucky, these guys, a big field. Let's get it on.
Yeah, you're calling for Slim Jim. I mean, that's kind of low hanging fruit, so I might as well do the same. I think Matt Watkins backs it up. He was dominant Tuesday night. I couldn't do anything with him, and I think they're going to be chasing those ghosts.
Well, you finished second in that race against these great drivers. I think you're more than just a mouth, You're a driver, bro.
Well, here we go. Green flag in the air. Race 7 of season 39.
Let's go racing, boys.
And you can see that white line. That's not the apron. That's actually racing surface, and they will get down there pretty much all night long.
Really spread out, trying to do what you need to do, which is survive the first lap. Let those tire temperatures come up. Let that too white, these are professional setups, so they're going to be a little loose at first.
This one's really nice, though. I loved it. A lot of different possibilities to run with this one. You see, these guys, they like it slammed down around the bottom. I actually kind of preferred it up a little further up into the darker area of the track. Only going down there to defend, really.
Would you equate that to like maybe Homestead or something? Same kind of
a little bit like Homestead, just slightly less aero dependent. I mean, the aero is still very important here, but it's not as heavy a draft. Well, I hear tires squealing somewhere, but we were still under green. So whatever it was, they got it sorted out.
Mark DeSenza all over the back of the 15 of Matt Watkins. That's Mark DeSenza vintage 2000, 2000. That's vintage Mark DeSenza. Well, I remember racing them, going to the front and taking names. And the beer can, this is a really good track for the 9. Kim Wright is probably at work like usually, and watching the 9 car tonight. This is a really good chance for him for a good finish. 51 Dave Henry back there behind Slim.
Dog pointed out there that the game sounds didn't carry over at first. For some reason, my macro to unmute all sources skipped the wavelength, but we're back in business here.
That's my dog right there. Yeah, I was just thinking about him before the race here, and we hadn't texted in a while, which, we always do now and then. I know he's freezing his yin-yang off there in Illinois, that's for sure.
Indiana. Oh, that's fighting words.
Right. I get it mixed up with Guy Pitra, even though they're like completely two different guys. I see the 08 of Matthew Wandry. First time I've seen this car out there tonight, and he's under the lights on Friday night, and hanging in there sideways a little bit. in that '08 car.
Got the Kit Kat machine out there for Chris Beckman. Back in those colors.
Tap yourself into a Kit Kat bar.
And Brian Rodriguez says, what's your favorite track in NASCAR? Oh, we got smoke.
Whoa, boy,
Took the hell onto it.
Marinell going high.
I don't know, Milty, what's your favorite?
Well, they're saying this year this is going to be the best season in the history of NASCAR. They're advertising that. We've got all this great stuff with the 23 car, Michael Jordan involved, and Bubba Wallace, and
New team with Pitbull, so new owners, always exciting.
Stuff, I really like with NASCAR as far as changing the racial perception of racing, and but the thing I like about this, the schedule is there's a lot of road courses this year.
Yeah,
and I gotta say the favorite one is gonna be for me on road courses, and I'm a road course guy, is going to be Road America. I just love that track. I've been there. I watched my dad race there. Watched some crazy stuff there. Unfortunately, I saw the great Jerry Titus die there. But so I'm gonna say that's my new favorite track. Yeah, if you want to talk about old school, well, it's got to be Daytona. I mean, there's just nothing like Daytona.
My favorite, for most of my time racing has been Bristol. They've kind of changed it a lot lately. It hasn't raced quite the same. And that was where I had a lot of my early success. But the track that I hated the most is now my favorite, and that's Darlington. I used to absolutely hate that place. I used to be out to lunch there. And, you heard Sam talking about the wind total creeping up there. Well, most of those, well, not most of those, but the track that I've won the most at is Darlington now. So I've taken a liking to it. And Lady in Black will treat you right if you do the same.
Yeah, I got, pretty much beat up there year after year by, a lot of guys, Rick Johnson. But it's kind of the same kind of thing. It's a labor of love. And once you do get a good result there, and you love it. Chet Barkin in the 68, way off pace. My teammate and I racing, Donkey Bob racing. Car looks good. Not sure why didn't see why he's way back in 29th there.
Yeah, you see him there just way off the pace, like you said. I don't know if maybe he got spun or something. I'll see if I can back that up. Lead.
DeCenza uses it up, which you can do here. I mean, you got to pace. You got to keep that right front happy. It gets angry.
You can see here the run he'll build off the top side. See, he pulls up even with Ken Hansen there down the backstretch. That's just the momentum of the top line.
Dave Jandry right there in the mix there with the 9. They're both the same kind of style drivers, which is good finishers. Smooth, but they seem really racy tonight, and these guys are inches apart. The 3 desperately wants to try to get back on that outside, and he wants some help. These guys are starting to form and get some help. Steve Weber right in that mix there. The big cactus. The highwayman, Jim Christopherson in the 40.
Hey, going back and looking at the start for the 68 car, this was by design. He just dropped the back.
He may be having some issues or just didn't feel comfortable and wanted to get back there, but I don't think
may have been an equipment issue. He's had his share of those. Dog saying his favorite track is the one to pay the check. Yeah. Or the one to the paycheck, rather.
Look at this gaggle here. Then you got Jeff Hale and Ken Shea battling in the top 10. But you've got more cars trying to fight in there. Bill Yarborough, done a super good qualifying time for him. And then, of course, Jammin' Jay, Jason Dulfer in the 63 in 11th place. 12th place, Five Fingers Johnny Doucette. and Shane Wisman, who is just, really impressed. This guy's got skills, and he's in, he's got the contract here at FSB.
And then behind them, it's starting to be a little bit of a gap back to Dave Ellens, who leads that second pack that's forming up. Michael Moore, you got to give a shout out to him.
Yeah,
he was talking last night about how he's managed to finish something like 6 in a row in the truck series, which was his goal, just finishing races. I mean, he's coming back after a long hiatus, and I know how that goes. Takes a while to get back in the swing of things.
Absolutely. These guys, they're not laying around just staying the same. They're getting better, and so when you come back in, it's a huge. It'd be like if I jumped in here. It would be, it would be a daunting task. You just can't, show up and expect to run with these guys.
And there you see Michael Moore in the 740, hanging tough there in the top 15 right now with Rick Castle behind him. So, another good showing in the making tonight for Mr. Moore.
And they're still in the draft there, and they're going single file, making that happen. Jeff Havoc, Tower in the 101, so much improvement. When you watch him from when he started, which he started green as the grass in this pro league, able to run on Friday nights, and the progression and smoothness of watching his car is, shows the work he's put in.
He was old school. He ran back in the early days, but he's another one that came back after a hiatus. That's the story of most of us here.
The old school, we had like 17-inch monitors. Now these guys have triples and moving rigs and all this stuff. And Havoc's taking a look at all over the 124. He wants business here. He's just not hanging around.
Meanwhile,
he's here to
Rick
race.
Rick wants to buy the 740 there.
And Brian Lovell and also Ryan Johnson. Where did he come from? Up in his grill here.
Oh, Jeff's looking low there in turn 1. Meanwhile, we got some action up front there. Slim Jim fighting with Matt Watkins and Ken Hansen on the move.
You got 22 cars right in the mix. And then you got the gap back to T.G. Reese, Brian Den in the 11, and Terry Marinaro Sauce in the 33. I think they got upset a little bit with that spin that happened earlier.
I think it was just a little checkup. No spin happened.
Checkup, yeah.
Little brake check. And Mark Descends, I don't know if you saw it there on the left side of your screen, just popped up right into a very small hole there on the front stretch so he could swing the wide entry into turn 1, but he made it stick.
Favorite driver in NASCAR from Brian Rodriguez. Me and my dad my dad was a professional race car driver for 50 years, and he had a lot of road racing pictures, but the one guy he had on his wall in NASCAR was Dale Earnhardt Sr. And of course, that's the past, present drivers right now. Wow, I just can't. I know this is, probably 5 million other people would say the same thing, but I gotta say Chase Elliott. Just like the guy, like the family, like the class of the family, like the results, and how he he's not that guy that's going to throw his helmet down and act like a baby. He's going to say, I messed up, or
he did.
Of course, if somebody messes with him, then he's going to mess back. But
oh yeah, my Facebook banner was him flipping off Kyle Busch for a while there.
Yeah, but you know what? That's okay if you're going to go after somebody. My dad got attacked on the winner's circle stand, by George Fulmer in 1970 when he won the 1970 Donnybrook Trans Am. And he put George Fulmer off. He
caution on the track.
Put him off, and then he attacked him, George Fullmer was fined $150.
Oh, massive wreck on the front stretch. Jeff Habbock's engine's dead. The 9 car with Ken Hansen involved. Looks like there was a wreck coming back to the caution flag. Ooh, we'll figure out what that was. But before that, I'm wearing mine. Got the old hat.
Oh my
Martin
gosh!
Truex
Yeah, I
Jr.
missed all that. Oh, there we go.
MTJ.
Here we go.
See if I
Replay.
can find the source. And yep.
Oh, Mark DeSiza got in the back of the 9. And he rim rides Tony Hawk there. Woo! Look at
Wow.
that skating. Oh my gosh, that's a highlight. You got to save that right there.
Oh yeah. Well, all the broadcasts
The
record.
9 team is not going to be happy about that.
But then Jeff Habbock. Oh, we were talking about what a great run he was having there. That is just awful luck.
He's on fire. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Tower. Get out of that thing. Oh, that's awful. That's racing, folks. Let's see what happened to him. As the 9 is doing the Tony Hawk impersonation. Okay, now we're going this director guy. He's badass, you know. Oh, that's you. Now we're on roof cam. Oh my gosh! Oh,
he just barely clipped him.
170 miles an hour right there. And you got one move, and that's turn left and close your eyes there.
And Brian asked how I didn't notice when it was live. Well, it's pretty easy. I'm not always looking at the same thing as what's up there. Sometimes I'm looking at other controls or queuing something up on another screen, and I don't always have it in the main view.
I'm supposed to be catching that stuff, you know. But I was waxed philosophical there for a while, so. Wow! Oh, contact down, going into the pit road. Gary Marinello, I don't know if he was a lap down, just a little nudge there from the world champion there. You know, obviously accidental there. So as they go down the back straight.
Yeah, Kim Wright with the dang it, and that's pretty apt because man, Tower didn't do anything wrong there. He was just a victim of some strange circumstances. I was trying to say, sometimes in this game there's a little quirk. If you hit a car that's wheels are off the ground, like just brush it, like Jeff did going by there, that kills your engine just on contact. And it appears to be what nabbed him there, because that shouldn't have done much damage at all. Yeah, a little jam up on the pit exit.
Well, you know, in all the races I've won, I've lost like 10 times that many, and what you always look for is how you ran, and excuse me, what your preparation was, and stuff like that you can't control. What you control is what you do, and when I see the progression of the 101, he looks solid out there, and he's fighting for positions. Considering, you know, like you said, he came off the couch after a lot of years, and he's still, you know, spraying for mosquitoes down the back straight there.
Yeah, we'll take another look here, just what he saw, too.
I'm on fire! Am I on fire?
I'm going to need my gas mask here pretty quick.
Yeah, we'll take a look again at what he saw. All of a sudden, he realizes there's an upside-down car there.
Yeah, that's like, uh-oh.
And it's just a, you know, white car against the white wall on its side. You're not looking for that.
Dog. Yeah. As Guy, he's talking about Guy Petra, you know, says he looks like a naked mole rat, burned all his hair off. Yep.
That was a pretty good surfing move, though.
Absolutely.
Well, we were right about
Ken, though, because Ken was a strong car tonight, and we've just seen that. You know, I mean, that's racing, though. I mean, You can say that about everybody, you know. That's what's great about this league. All these pros, they're so good. You never know who's going to win. You never know what you're going to get.
Ken Hansen definitely got some heavy damage in that if he's
And
not
if you're going to
retired
crash, you're going to
outright.
crash epically. You know what I mean? With style. And that's with style. That's Joey Chitwood stuff right there, you know.
Speaking of our
The
Joey
old,
Chitwood of the night there, Mr. Jeff Habbick has retired. 101 off the track.
Oh, man. Yeah. And there he is. I was just about to see if I can grab Jeff Habbick.
Wasn't that some rotten luck? Lost a clutch.
Oh my gosh.
Are you on fire or what? You know, you okay? You out of the in-care center?
No, just sniffing clutch fumes there.
Well, you know, like I was telling the fans there, and of course, fans tonight, Kim Wright checking you out, and you know, your progression and skill, and as we go green here again, the way you're running and how good you're running and fighting for position, you got to take that to the bank. You know, you got to move on from this race, but you know, you got to be happy about where you're getting skill wise. You know, coming off the couch a year, so couple years
definitely,
ago. Yeah,
definitely, man. I mean, and I owe it to a lot of people in this league that have helped me along the way. Doug Tevick being one of them.
yeah, that's
great
my old
influence.
teammate.
road
That's my
course
bro right there.
guru
Yep.
right there. And just a little
He's pretty good, huh?
procedural note here. It looks like the 115 of Dave Allen's. Looks like he came in for a penalty there. He came in right on that start and was stopped in his box with no service going on in the car. That looks like a hold penalty, probably passing under yellow, and that's going to definitely put him behind the 8 ball for the rest of the night.
He drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
Indeed. Meanwhile, up front, your new the 08 car we were talking about, what was his name? Matt Wandry?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he there you go, Matthew Wandry. Yeah, he started on the pole on the in the lead this restart, but immediately dropped back and is still falling. I guess he stayed out, and we are right inside what would have been the original pit window. We didn't get to talk about that much tonight yet.
Yeah, he
about
probably
32 laps.
Took that lap and the pit, and that thing is a handful now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't know. I don't know much history about him, but welcome to the league, and you got a hornet nest around you. It's Terry Marinell and Bradley Otto, inside, outside. Did like a disco song, inside out, upside down.
Yeah, he's just falling backwards. Yeah, not sure at all.
I'm guessing he took 2 tires.
Yeah, but that shouldn't have made a difference because it was about 29 laps into a run. You're already going to take 2 cans.
Well, you know, the thing
thinking
is you got to drive and you got to be Roger Penske at the same time. The sim racing stuff is hard, folks.
It is.
Like I said, I won about 215 races in this league, but I lost about 1,000 of them. So,
as the king himself said, won some I should have lost, and lost some I should have won.
And there's them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye.
Hey, Wayne Gately there jumping in, cheering for Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Where is Slim? Did he fall back with... Oh, he's there behind Chris Beckman there in the 41. Falling back in about 14th place currently on the grid. Now, Jeff, I was saying before you popped up in here...
you know, he's got a show ahead of him here.
Jeff, I was saying before you popped up in here, you fell victim to one of the quirks of this game there, and that when you clipped the 9 car coming through there, his wheels were off the ground. It didn't look like you hit hard, but when you hit a car with the wheels off the ground, it tends to kill the motor like that.
Yeah, sure didn't look like it was. I thought he missed him, you know.
I barely ticked him. It didn't even have any damage.
Yeah, that's the thing. And you hit him with the wheels off the ground. Sometimes it just does that. So a tough break there. Did you even see him up against the wall when he came off the corner?
I did not. I could not see him because the color of the car, the bottom
matched the wall.
Facing me.
Car,
And pretty soon I seen 4 4 black dots looking me in the face. And I'm like,
those are tires, folks. I'm
I
not
thought
supposed to
those were
see his
supposed to be in
tires,
the
right?
ground, but you know, if he's wanting to show them off. But
Well,
nah,
you
it's
don't really
just
want to show your underside to anybody, you know. I mean,
well, if you want to throw a few shots of grease in the drive shaft there, now be the time to do it.
I see the 08 has
Good
stopped.
battle here for 17th place. Matt Stewart and Jason Dolfer. They just, these guys are fast. I'm sure, they're being patient here, but I'm sure they would like to improve their track position.
I think Slim Jim's gonna have some connection problems.
Oh no, we were talking about that last night too.
That has been Achilles' heel of the world champ. Definitely, and he's mindful of that. And
He passed up a championship one night because he didn't feel like his connection was strong enough.
well, that's the game of the internet. It's the millions of things flying in millions of seconds, like a speeding bullet, and all these guys are all over the world, and they're all trying to race on the same track. It's pretty crazy. Ryan Rodriguez Coda.
23.
Oh, I forgot that.
23 looks good right now,
love
though.
that track. I've raced it here in FSB. I had a great battle with the late, great Nicole Johnson. She actually fractured her wrist on her simulator while we were racing in Trans Am. And the 23 is going backwards, and he's doing that on purpose.
There's the
because,
jitter. Massive connection issues with 23.
That's horrible. Been there, done that. Whoa, boy, that was close. With
They
Slim
almost got in
Jim
the back
and
of Brian
Brian
Lovell.
Lovell right there.
And that could be lag related to the connection issues he's having here. He might not have realized he was closing in that fast. But yeah, Nicole Johnson had a serious simulator. She had like surplus from arcade or something that was closing down.
We had a battle in Trans Am.
Yeah.
Trans Am was our big road racing thing, and we were going at it, and I, pretty much had me. I couldn't get around her, and I gave her a little nudge, and then she got sideways, and I guess when she tried to correct it, it hurt her wrist, and she pulled the car over, and I was driving, telling my teammates, "What the heck?" I thought we were gonna have a battle here. I didn't hit her that hard, but she actually had to go to the hospital, I guess, because that rig she had with the force
It was
feedback
powerful, yeah.
snapped her wrist.
Well, it started smoking and overheating when we ran the that off-road track. All the vibration and bouncing in it. And
Coda,
I
mean, I've watched like the world sports cars run there, and oh my gosh, I mean, I just get a little tingle in the back of my neck. I just, of course, I love road racing. I'm a road racing guy and love sports cars. It's been my whole life, being, raised by a professional
minter.
race car driver,
well, we got the caution in the air one more time.
The 23 cars connection has seemed to solidify, and if that could happen, he can battle back in, but he's in a Hornet's nest, and we have a caution.
And one more thing about Nicole Johnson. It happened before I got here, but I read that I think she won a race like the day before she gave birth, too. So they probably had to like wedge her into that simulator.
Well,
Can you imagine that?
have you ever heard that happen?
Oh, okay. Found the source of our
We've
caution
lost
here.
some people in this league over the years, and she was one of them. Car accident.
Yep, a couple years ago, car accident.
Very sad.
Now, meanwhile, our accident here on the track, we got the 33 and the 68 here, and Chet Barkin's troubles continue here.
Down pit road here.
Terry Marinero and him come together here in turn 3, and hard left side impact there for the STT machine.
There's no rest for the wicked here. You can't lull. You have to nail these stops, just like the real guys do. You got to get in your stall. In this sim, there's no gimmies. You can't drive around the car. You have to hit your marks.
A quick note about Nicole Johnson. She actually went into labor while driving a race at FSB.
That's what I thought. Yeah, she went into labor. She was leading the race or something.
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Wow.
Yeah. That happened right before I got here.
And it was a privilege to compete against her. And, so happy to win that race. And then to find out she messed her wrist up. I broke it, I was like, wow, My coworker George in the house tonight. What's up, Georgie?
The dog seems to think she got hurt at Michigan.
Georgie? George Perez Jr. My dog right there.
That's the danger of some of those direct drive wheels people are putting in the fancier sim rigs these days, is you can actually keep them turned up too high and do some serious damage to yourself.
Yeah, my teammates all have that stuff, but I still have the old school
Logitech.
I wish I could afford to buy all that stuff.
I could, but I just don't race enough. I can barely, because I'm blessed. I'm lucky to get to work.
It's sexy to look at, Jeff, but I've had my ass beat by guys still using sidewinders. It's all just
I got like
just
4
toys.
of those that are dead.
TSW, baby.
Yeah, me and Chris are TSW
I've got those old sidewinders still. And the truck race, Brian Rodriguez is talking about Creed 3-2, Nemechek. So we got some racing on the side too here. I'm gonna step away for a minute and hit that little green porta potty.
All right,
I'll be back.
Well, I'm gonna step out of this booth and give it to you guys. You guys do a great job. Keep it up, and I'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, Tyler. Better luck next time, buddy.
Yes, sir. You guys take care now.
All right, thanks again, Jeff Habik. The 101 Coast Guard machine. Tough luck tonight, getting caught up in that wreck there with Ken Hansen. But here we are, lap 47. Lights are still on the FSB pace car. We should probably turn it off this time by, which gets us a restart around lap 49. Of this 107 lap race, not quite too halfway. Matt Watkins back in the lead. Mark descends a second, and Jeff Hale, who hadn't been around a couple weeks here, he's reappeared in the number 29 Tide Ride. That's a teammate there of Mark DeSenza, so they're cooking up a plan to get around the Pac-Man machine there, the 15 Camry, and the lights are off. How many stops we got from here, Chris, before you duck off to your channel?
I think everybody's good with just one more stop here.
Yeah, I'm looking at, we got about 60 to go, so 30 and 30, boom, good to go.
Gonna have to take care of those tires, but should be able to split it from here.
Awesome, that's what we want to see. We want to see those green flag stops. Clean and green. Hey, we had 2 of them at Bristol.
Yeah, I mean, you can like Brian Rodriguez. He's talking. You can sit there on your computer and watch FSB racing, and you can also sit there on your big screen like I'm doing, and watching the Daytona Road Course. How awesome is that? I mean, real racing fans are real racing fans. Sometimes I got 3 platforms going at once. I got phone. I got, if there's 3 races on, I'm watching them all at the same time, and definitely watching FSBRacing.com.
What a time to be alive as a race fan.
Absolutely. I mean, when we started this league, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time, man. Coming up on 18 years. To think we'd be broadcasting this right now, we actually did. Jim Ray was a
Green flag in the air.
foreseeing kind of guy, and so was I. Definitely, but the technology wasn't there. Now it is. Let's see what the 23 can do. We know he can do on the track. I'm going to kind of focus on him a little bit. Connection looks good. Still a long way to go. Not even halfway. He gets that connection going, he's going to charge. And he's probably him and Damon Costello, I think, two I've seen in my day when I was racing. They're that good at this Kentucky track. Door Dog talking about Nicole, she's a great woman, worked with vets, psychologist. Well, everybody finds you interesting, Dog, I mean, if they're not, they're just,
Are you saying she turned you into a case study?
Well, Dog is a case study. I mean,
Just
sim
messing with you,
racer,
Dog.
paralyzed from the waist down, and a race winner. Yeah, I mean, Dog likes sim racing, that's for sure.
Yeah, Dog uses the TSW just like me and Chris do. He used hand controls on his custom job that Tom Santa Perez
Absolutely.
did for him. You can even see it on their site if you dig for it. My TSW is now about April. It'll be officially 20 years old. I got it in 2001 for NASCAR 4. Still using it.
Car
here
we
20
haven't
years later.
talked about is the Tide car of the 29 of Jeff Hale. And here he comes, and he, you know what? I forgot about that dude. Because I raced against him here too, and he's really good. The three
really
cars
good.
kind of rebounded a little bit, and Dave Jandry just solid. I mean, when that Dave Jandry's in a race, you're always seeing him in the top 5. Period. Weber, he's Mr. Consistency world champ here. He's won this series. But I think that 83 car is really that monsoon stable with Watkins out front and Webb there in 5th. They found something here. Those cars are really fast. Ryan Johnson, what did I say before? What did we always say? Where did he
come from?
He was like P20, wasn't he? Somewhere around there?
Well, he's been hanging around the top 15 or so all night. He currently finds himself in 7th spot. That number 59, Brothers Body and Paint. Ooh, swinging a little off course there on the straightaway.
June 26. Wow, that's a lot. Woo, Dave Jandry, yeah. That guy's good. Long time good. Good to see fans for the 51 car in the house. And NASCAR overtime in the Daytona Road Course at the same time. Wow. Tom Jackson talking about the 29 car. Oh,
we got a car around.
He blew up, looks like. The 51 of Jandry, I think he blew up. I seen blue and black smoke, and the 51's around, the caution is out. Are you kidding me?
I think you're right.
All by himself. He just got caught in his own snail trail. There it is. Kablamo. The 51 is done. Are you kidding me?
That was definitely mechanical.
Dude, that's racing, man. I mean, my dad was 12 minutes away from the 12 hours of Sebring, the real race, and clutch cable broke. I mean, that's 12 minutes. How do you let go of that, you know?
Something let go in that 51 car. It is.
Are they
It
shifting
is
here?
toast. No, they wouldn't shift here.
No, okay,
I
because
think that
John
was just
Jackson's like misshift.
no.
Unless he bumps something accidentally down pit
Yeah.
road. Here comes
Yeah,
Matt
not unless he
Watkins.
accidentally shifted, because it says officially valve for the 51.
You know, I hate it when I suck a valve.
Yeah, they don't compress very well.
Down pit road. Right synchronicity right there with the 3 and the 15. The 3 is on it tonight. I'm telling you. He is this is vintage Mark DeCenza, and the 41 of Chris Beckman comes out. There must be 2 tires, and the 40 of the Highwayman Jim Christopherson out there, and they will get those spots.
Yeah, 2
Gotta be
tires
2 tires for them.
might get you some track position right now. It wasn't
They
a
did
very
it.
I
long
kind of hope
run.
somebody would come with me there. I'm glad Jim came with me.
Yes, he did.
There you go. I still
The
got
rest of
about
the
10 laps
hounds
on
are
these tires,
behind
though.
them.
So they got a third of the run on those left side tires there and some fresh rights. I mean, it's not gonna help a long run, but another quick caution, 10-15 laps in, they'll be right on the same sequence as everybody else.
I think even on a longer run, we've only got like maybe 10% wear here. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, longer run, you're not going to lose that lead draft. That's basically where it comes down to. You'll break even at the absolute worst.
Well, sometimes cautions breed cautions. You hate to say that, but
In that case, it
same
wasn't even
time.
that. It was just a random failure. The 51's engine chose that time to quit. You know, just 10 laps there after the last caution.
yeah, absolutely. But now every time you bunch up the field, it's still the same premise. Cautions breed cautions.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And sometimes breed desperation as people try and get a little too much on those restarts, because it is one of the easier times to pass. But it's
Still
also
just
one of the
past
riskiest
the
times to
halfway
pass.
point. So, well, you know. Oh, Ken Shea in the chat there, the 91.
Oh, 91 went to
did
desktop.
notice that he was gone. Haven't been watching the chat. Had no idea what happened. Went to desktop. Computer failure for the 91 Bumblebee car. Fragger.
Yeah, that was on lap 50, just 9 laps ago. I'm watching the 91 on the other monitor here.
Well, and he was, right there in the top 5, running well, and
Listed 7th at the time of the drop. Right in front of Ryan Johnson. He'd just gotten around him, I guess. And then, yeah, poof, gone. Not even anything to see. The car didn't wreck or anything. He just straight up disappeared.
well, if you're DVRing the race for later, don't watch the chat right now, because Brian Rodriguez has given us the play-by-play, which is fine. I'm watching it too. His car is off. Because I always screw that up with like my Dog Bob teammates, because like Ken Soska, he's always racing all the time.
You're at the end of longest line.
I'm talking about races, and he's talking about dude, remember I said spoilers? Spoiler alert. Oh gosh darn it. Oops.
Yeah, white flag there for the 20. Yeah, white flag. Black flag for the 29 car. An end of longest line penalty.
Oh my gosh. What happened to Jeff Hale there?
Looks like he came in to top off and got himself flagged. Yeah, there's Ken Hansen there, dog. He got caught up in that early wreck. Ken Hansen's 4 laps down with a heavily damaged Coors beer
Yeah,
can.
he's that beer can is crushed, dog. We go green here. Let's see what the 40 and the 41 can do. Matt Watkins on the outside with 4 freshies with the 3 on his 6. They plan to dispense these guys.
Patch.
Well, this is where we get to see whether
looks
tires
like
matter. They do.
they do, and it looks like the 3 car was thinking about 3 wide. Thought better of
Still,
it.
the 41 and 40 are looking for
Lights.
track
Hey, lights are
position,
blinking.
and the caution is out.
Caution
no,
out.
that's Johnny Five Fingers down low.
Yeah, Johnny was on the apron.
On the apron. Dudes with aprons don't look good.
Better be grilling.
Better be grilling.
But we got the 53 of TG Reese in the walls. Heavy smoke coming out of that car. Skull is supposed to be smokeless, but not tonight, apparently.
Well, dog, I'll drink that Coors out there. You know, I'm a Budweiser guy, you know, but and we got a caution. And somebody else is on fire. TG Reese.
That's TG Reese, who I just mentioned.
Skull Bandit. Skull and fire, that's not going to be a good combination. Are we having an issue here with a little bit of maybe engine temperatures? I don't know.
No, he hit the wall very hard.
Okay, well, that sums it up then.
Okay, we got a lot of things to cover here. So we got 59 and the 043 here, Brian Lovell, coming through the front stretch, as well as the 9 of Ken Hansen. Looks like the 9 got a little warpy. 043 came up into Ryan Johnson, your series admin. That collects the 63, which gets clipped by the 115, 33,
Holy
31,
Toledo.
rather. And yeah, so they got piled up there. So that's what Johnny Doucette was slow on the apron. Or he was avoiding that, I think. Maybe not. I'm not sure what got Johnny down on the apron. Oh, Johnny was serving a penalty. He was passing through pit road.
Busted.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, NASCAR don't miss much, you know. Dadgummit.
So look on board from the 08, who I think got caught up in all this mess.
Well, you know,
You see what it looks like driving in there.
Slow down. He did.
And then
oh my gosh.
the Red Seas parted and closed again.
You see smoke? You gotta slow down. But welcome to FSB.
There were a lot of cars torn up in that one.
Car this year. I guess we'll see. Matt Watkins is the type of guy when probably the winningest driver in this league. I don't know. I don't have the stats in front of me. I know he's passed me, I'm sure, but
his wins are in the hundreds. His championships are measured in dozens. It's a safe bet that he's won the most. I was starting to say before, you were talking about most of us are guys that went away and came back. I don't think Matt Watkins ever stopped. I think he's been at this nonstop. Since at least 2003.
And he runs in other leagues, other pro leagues, and plus he has a life, too. So, but we talked, because we're working on a deal about signing him for our team.
He's got to go into the robot maintenance shop once a month too.
True.
Yeah, he's pretty good,
Put him on the charging station overnight. Yeah.
Somebody got the Pac-Man, music. Let's cue that.
Yeah, those 2 tires definitely sucked. I don't know how Jim's going to do out there with those things.
Well, you had to, you had to go for it, and got
Now is a better time to find out than on the final run. So
yeah.
Oh, I got to see what it looked like from the front anyway for a moment.
definitely look better
I'm
than it
on
looked for Brian
TV.
Lovell and definitely looking better than Brian Lovell and Ryan Johnson right now. Both those cars got hit pretty hard. PG Reese as well. I think they're going to retire. Yeah, 043 is retired. 59 still on the track after repairs.
Well, I think at the
PG
front
Reese
here,
headed down
you're gonna
pit road
hear
one more
these
time.
guys talk about not being able to pass right now. Chris, you're on the track, so can somebody mount a challenge from the outside with numbers to get Matt Watkins if he defends low?
Yes, absolutely. Especially if
Okay.
you get somebody here who's, maybe we get another caution here, right here, and somebody gets some fresh tires. It gets cycled around. I think somebody can definitely challenge him. So,
because Matt's going to defend low, or it's not quite like Daytona where you can go back and forth. You don't have as much time, so you pretty much have pick your line you're going to defend.
yeah, it'll be interesting, but I expect to see somebody get up there and get next to him before we're done.
Jeff Hale must have incurred another penalty because he is now 2 laps down.
Well, TG
starting on the
Reese is
inside
still
row there.
running. They've managed to patch that motor up a little bit. Probably running on 7 cylinders for that Skull Bandit car. Ding.
Meanwhile, Matt Watkins leads us back to green here on lap 67.
But he pretty beat up. Good work by that team to get that car back out there, and we go green.
Yeah, as hard as TG hit, I really thought his motor was done, but it's still running.
Yeah, it's not running very good, though. He's definitely off pace.
Definitely, yeah, that car is not going to be competing. Trying to find Ryan Johnson on track. I guess Jeff Hale slides dangerously close to Matt Watkins up the track there.
Kept
Ryan
marking
Johnson's
up
still
to
on the
13th after starting in the back purposely and not being very aggressive.
He's got heavy damage.
The car is still running.
He's got heavy damage from the wreck he was caught up in. You see Ryan Johnson there. I found him. He's got a torn up rear end, but he's looking 3 wide up the middle with Jason Dulfer and 68. All 3 of these cars involved in various accidents tonight.
Brian Denton in the 11 car. This is a really good run for that team.
Jeff Hale's trying to
fight for 11th place, and
Jeff Hale wants to get around Matt Watkins, get himself back to 1 lap down, put himself in a lucky dog spot to get back to the lead lap, potentially.
Then you got that lead group there. They are dogging the, 29 looking for some help on the outside. He's not getting any yet. Arrow
Remember,
not
he's
quite as dependent
2
as
laps down.
29?
29 is 2 laps down.
Oh, no kidding.
Remember I just said he started on the inside line? He apparently incurred another penalty and had to serve it under green and lost.
Oh my
There we go. Now he's going to be 1 lap down. Now he's going to be 1 lap because we're racing back to the caution. Yeah, he's back to 1 lap down.
He gets a lap back. How about
not
that?
in the lucky dog spot. That should go to the 08 of Matthew Wandry. But if he catches another caution, he should be okay. If he can get by those other 1 lap cars. I'm not sure what happened here though.
The 3 wants to work on the 15 here. He's not getting a chance to do that yet. These cautions have fallen right into the hand of Matt Watkins here.
And here's the source of the caution. You saw Ryan Johnson working his way back up with the torn up car, and then a little contact with the 08, and that's a heavy left side hit for the 59 machine.
It's just
It was already
can't
tore
really
up, and
expect
that's not helping.
the 08. He just really doesn't have much else where to go there. Let me see. Watch it again here. I don't know.
Man. It's hard to
kind
put
of
that
a
on the
race,
08.
isn't it? Down pit road are the leaders. Synchronicity again for the 15 and the 3. They're just right on it. These guys are serious here. "41 comes out. He gets 2 tires again. I think he got the lead there. Jim Gailey moving up again. His connection is better, and he's got places to go here, people to see.
Yeah, Tom Jackson says Wandry can't be lucky dog if in crash. We amend it to if they're at fault. If they're gonna claim it, yeah, that's gonna be a tough call there. And the call goes to Ryan Johnson too, who was involved in that. So we'll see how that plays out. Lucky dog. He is granting the 08 the lucky dog, which means Ryan is probably claiming that one. I think that's actually correct. I think he came down on the 08 personally.
Yeah, lest we forget that Ryan's got a race too, but at the same time, he's got to do these admin decisions on the fly.
Yeah, he's got to do it with a seriously torn up race car.
That's the dedication of the admins in this league throughout these 18 years.
So we got Kevin Mays currently shown as the leader, but he's staying out getting those Dave Marcus points.
Matt Watkins just kind of swerving around a little, getting stuff off his tires there, even though it doesn't really matter. He's like a shark in a fish pond here.
I'm trying to hold as still as I can, not to even squeak my tires.
Well, and that's the reality with the sim, and pretty much all sims is, warming up the tires is not beneficial.
Yeah, they intentionally left that out of the game. I remember that coming straight from the developers' mouths back when they interacted with us in the forums.
Well, you're the historian. What did they talk about? Like,
they said they didn't want.
Darlington?
Yeah, they didn't want to have that in there because they didn't want people swinging around, slamming into each other under caution.
I remember you saying that in the real racing, they didn't even want to push the car to the grid at Darlington.
Oh,
because,
yeah, those places. Yeah, they don't want to roll the tires at all at Darlington. Darlington, Rockingham, Charlotte, those Carolina tracks with the really sharp pavement back in the day.
Yeah, Brian Lovell, watching the broadcast, I made a bonehead move there. I'm not sure. Did we see that or?
Yeah, that was the first track that Ryan was caught up in. It looked to me like it was a reaction to a blink from the 9 car in front of him, and didn't realize that Ryan was as close up top, and it was just racing.
Well, Brian's another one of those guys you've seen the progression racing every night here, and with this competition, teammate help and league help, and natural skills. Being the star man here, definitely uh, improved. He was solidly in the top 10 there, and
We're going to take this
pro
restart
racing.
here on lap 75 and right on the cusp of the fuel window.
Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers, for all you do. This Bud's for Milt here. Which reminds me, I gotta get one. I'll be right back.
Chris Beckman leads us back to green and 08 car. Oh, did not properly take the lucky dog and has dropped down the bottom of the track, trying to get to the rear of the field. First, I think this is his first Friday night start, so that he didn't remember to get himself an end of longest line. Meanwhile, I got the 3 looking, man, 15 made short work of Chris Beckman, reassuming the lead, and the 3 comes through, pulling his teammate Jeff Hale already to the lucky dog position. Some Jim Gately behind them. Again, we are on the cusp of the fuel window here. 32 laps to go on that restart. Minus any laps they burned off there under caution. Some guys are going to be real close. I actually don't think leading this race is the position I'd want to be in. I think Mark DeSenza's in the better spot right now in second. Assuming we can get this green to the finish. Looking through the field here for other interesting stories. Here we got
So
some
if I
Jim
see
still.
this right, we could make it to the end on this fuel right here, right?
It's going to be close for some.
Real close. About 34 laps. We're looking at 30 laps to go.
Yeah, about 32 to 34 window. We started with 32 exactly to go. Or 33 to go, rather. So minus what they used up under caution. I think Matt Watkins is in the worst position fuel-wise right now, being up front. The guys behind him, immediately behind, are in the better position to save.
These guys want a piece of this guy. They know who's been dominating this season. The season tries to go down even lower. Look at the subtle little arcs these guys do, and the subtleness between these corners. It's not shaped the same on 1 and 2 as 3 and 4.
And he's making his move, and he's got teammate help. Matt Watkins knows this, and he's just going to roll up high.
Watkins has got to be concerned about fuel here. He would not just give that up unless he had a bad corner before, which he kind of did.
That's what I was saying, though. He knew he was using more fuel up front. So.
The 41 has a better car this time because the 2 tires were... Right, he got 2 tires?
I think he got 2 tires again this time.
Yeah, but this time
much fewer
there was
laps
not
on
a
him.
gap, as big a gap between the last pit stop. So he's still against the 8 ball here, but he still had to roll the dice. He's here to win. Chris Beckman is definitely, capable of winning. He has won and wants to win. Jim Gately looks like his connection is solidified a little bit, and it's still a little wiggly, but wiggly's okay. Disappearing is another story. The big cactus, Steve Weber, all night. That's what he does. That's how he won a championship. He was a top 5, 6 car every week. He made every race. He didn't even win a race that season, and he was the world champion.
We got on board here with Chris Beckman as he works with this traffic. Up here in the 3rd spot currently. Don't forget Jeff Hale lap down there. Dog saying Hale's gonna get his lap back the hard way, and he's working on it, the old-fashioned way.
The old EF
But he also knows. He also knows that he's in.
way. He earned it.
He also knows that he's in a good spot, so he's not going to take any risks. Certainly not anything that's going to hurt his teammate.
Slim Jim Gately all over the back of dude here. At the same time, coming up on his 6 right there. You got a guy in your mirror, you got a guy in front, and you also have to hit your marks and try to find lift points, visual lift points. Put the car right in front of you.
Gotta find air, gotta find grip. Gotta watch the traffic around you. And you gotta watch your fuel. So, other than that, they're not that too busy in the car right now.
If it was easy, anybody could do it. These guys put a lot of work in and have put a lot of work in. The 3 car is on a mission. This is old school DeCenza. This is pedal to the metal. This is why he represents the 3 car proudly in sim racing, because he, drives like he wished he was the 3 car, Dale Sr.
I don't know about everybody speculating that the 3 would let Hale go to get the lap back if the caution came out.
If a caution comes out, comes out and he's got enough time, he would. These guys probably all would.
Here's why that might not be the best idea. Look who the next car lap down is. That's the 40 car of Jim Christopherson. If Hale gets the lap back at the line for the caution flag, Christopherson is also on the lead lap. That's another fast car to deal with. I don't know. It might be a better strategy.
They don't usually play that. If it's feasible, and that's always been a gentleman's rule kind of thing. It just all depends if a caution comes out.
Oh, here's an interesting thing too. Listen, as we're on board the 15 car. You hear that? That's the sound of Matt Watkins clutching.
Yeah, I can't hear it from...
we're on board with him now, though, on the broadcast. And he's clutching going into both ends of the track. He's trying to save fuel.
Clutching is very difficult. What we're talking about clutching is, instead of driving it all the way in with the engine running, you lift a little bit earlier. Instead of hitting the brakes or anything, you lift and let the car roll, and you push the clutch in. That saves fuel. Let it roll
unlike
through the center, and then you kind of pick up the gas, but you have to time it right, or you'll get loose in the rear. He's in a really good spot right here. He's got cars around him, and he's very good at clutching. This is typical Matt Watkins strategy, is understanding that I don't think I can make it, I mean, and I'll say it kind of like with this little bit of South Carolina accent. I don't think I can make it, I'm going to save it. He's talking to his teammates right now. Steve Weber, right behind him, is going to give him the space to make sure he can do that. Weber is always better on, fuel than his teammate in the 15. Weber might even give that spot up. No, he's defending pretty hard with Billy Yarbrough, which we haven't talked about. Billy Yarbrough.
Yeah, Billy Yarbrough quietly having a good run there in the 54 car.
Absolutely. Started from the back. Now we're here. Obviously,
second pack.
Matt clutching here. He's thinking everybody else can make it, and I got to try to make it too. Mark Decision doesn't know these things. Mark Decision knows. Yeah, I just heard the 15 clutch again. Now I heard it this time.
Yeah, he's in serious conservation mode right now.
But that's an art there. The 3 knows one thing. He knows how to go fast and turn left, and he is on it. Sure, it's on his
Meanwhile,
mind. It's on their team's mind.
Meanwhile, let's give a call here to the 11 car, Brian Den. We haven't talked about him much most weeks here. He's sitting there inside the top 10, leading the second pack in 7th spot.
That's great run for the 11.
Danny Falcon checking in chat. Thanks, buddy. What are
Danny
you practicing for
boy.
next? Where are you guys practicing for next over there at Donkey Bop?
He's getting ready to run the 12 hours of Bathurst, which I will not run, but I'm going to run the 12 hours of Sebring next month, God willing. But right now, Danny is focused on that, and he's also running the IMSA series every week at different tracks. I think it was at Monza this week. So he's a busy guy, and he's just what an awesome teammate. He's already faster than I am, which doesn't say too much, but I'm pretty good, so it says a lot, His racecraft skills, he learned that from racing here at FSB, and he's a great stock car driver.
While the field comes around to lap the 08 car again here.
Still, the 08 car running first time on TV, showing professional skills. That's how you let people buy. It's not his first rodeo.
A little bit of a blink there.
You don't just shoot up and show up and race in a pro league like this. You win some, you lose some, but when you got to give up spots, that was professional racing right there to let these leaders buy perfectly. That impresses me. Matthew Wandry is definitely, got some skills. He'll be here to fight another day. Tonight is not his night, but just showing how he's dealing with traffic, and that is not
29 dropping back. 29 dropping back from the bumper of the 3. I think he's trying to conserve fuel here or something. Doesn't think he can make it. Just wants to get out of the way here.
Jim
10 to go.
Slim Jim on the apron. Well, I think the 15's done clutching now. The 3's driving it like he stole it. Beckman has still got a really good car that was a really good track position move.
Absolutely.
His car seems a little bit tighter than Slim right now. But this is exactly what Beckman wants. He wants this long run for the tires to equalize, for that gap to, close in.
We're inside 10 laps to go now. Lucky Dog rule is out the window. That's another reason why Jeff Hale would have dropped back. Recent change to the FSB rules, didn't talk about here. After some confusion we had with a Lucky Dog, with a caution rather, with 10 to go. We've changed it so that inside 10 to go, there's no more free pass Lucky Dog.
Now. They're starting to bail on it, and the 3 has to pit. The 3 is down pit road.
3 is out of fuel. Oh, he was counting on the caution.
That means he might not be the only one, but Beckman with that pit stop and the 2 tires he topped off. Slim Jim Gailey, he's not blinking anymore now. He's blinking into trying to get the win here. He's got better tires. Here comes Matt Watkins. Down low.
Matt
He
Watkins
puts
is
the
saved.
23 to the side here. Matt
Matt's-
Watkins, four
Matt
tires
saved.
on his last
Matt
stop. He wants
saved.
by. He wants by now.
Matt saved not only fuel but tires by dropping back like that, and he's going to put them to good use here,
This
getting
guy
around the two
does not
tires.
miss much, and he makes easy work of the 41 there. Can they gang up on him now? We saw what happened. Of course, we saw the 3 pitting, so I thought he was getting ganged up on. These 3 guys need to pick the outside line and move around the 15. The 15's going to defend. He's using all the track right now. Let's see what they can do.
Well,
3 laps to go.
can they get around him and still make it on fuel?
Exactly.
What have they got compared to him?
Because these guys are also going to be real close here.
These guys should have all been in the same situation as Mark DeSenza, if I'm not mistaken.
But Mark was in the lead, and Mark puts the pedal to the metal. Watkins saved, like a grandma in the back there. And he's gapping them.
He's still clutching. He's still clutching from the lead.
Don't know how hard that is, folks. I've done it a couple times desperately, and actually beat Matt once at Homestead. But
Most
I had
difficult
to
place.
lead, with guys all around you, and you're clutching.
The most difficult clutching I ever did from the lead was Pocono, believe it or not.
That is
man.
a total different story.
Yeah, it is, because you're braking and clutching at the same
And
time.
you got guys all around you. Lap 106, coming up on the last lap.
A white flag in the air this time by. Still clutching for the 15
Slim
car.
Jim Gailey, I think he might be running out of gas.
Slim's
There's a
dropping
huge
back.
spacing between them. All of a sudden, they're falling back.
He's still on the track.
They did not
White
save
flag in
like
the air.
that. Can they even make it? Beckman's struggling and falling back. Matt Watkins destroying the field here.
Matt Watkins just
I
pulling
think they're
away.
out of gas.
41 out of gas. 41 coasting through
Watkins
3 and
at
4.
full power with lap cars around him. He's going to take the checkered flag. Matt Watkins wins it. 23 sputters. It's second place. He was third. And the 41 is out of gas.
41 rolls across the line, though. Looks like he's going to be credited
Who
with a
got third?
5th place
Was
finish.
it,
Weber.
was it the 83 of Weber?
It was the big cactus.
The big cactus. He's going to get on the podium tonight. That's what the big cactus do. Oh, Chris Beckman, you want to talk about great race strategy from, poor track position, yet smart, doing everything he could to get up there. He was just a half a lap short. The 41, that dude's smart, man. I'm telling you. But you can smart it out, and then you got to play it out. And the 15, the 7-time Cup champion. I
think it's more like 10
one of
time
these
or
days
something
we're
like
gonna
that.
Get a graphic up and show people how much he's won. But you pretty much saw it tonight. You saw him get about 5th place, get the draft, and clutch, and save fuel, and then pour it on in the end and wipe these guys out. My coworker
Vintage Matt
George
Watkins
is
right
like,
there.
My coworker knows who Matt Watkins is. We're at work. He's like, that Matt Watkins guy, man. That's why I want him on our team,
I needed about half a lap more, you guys, and I think I would have had second wrapped up there.
That's what it looked like.
Great,
great run, great strategy
show,
call.
Chris. I mean, you pushed the limits. You made it look like a real NASCAR race because you took chances and let it play out and had a chance to win the daggum race. You know.
Yeah, our driver let us down in qualifying again, so we had to try some strategy. It was really fun trying the different stuff, and like I said, it almost worked out for us. It was still a really fun race.
That's fantastic stuff, though. Thanks for the show, bro.
And thanks for popping in
job,
the
fellas.
in-race reporting. Fourth place, Bill Yarbrough. Again, great run there for the 54. Quiet all night. Solid top 5 finish. Meanwhile, we got our third place finisher up here in the booth now, Steve Weber. Usually we call Ryan Mr. Where Did He Come From, but that's Webb's in the 83. Mr. Where Did He Come From tonight? How'd you put that one together?
Thank you. I was just going whatever Matt was calling out there, and I was doing the same.
Aha.
Well, that was a typical Steve. That's how you won the championship about 2017, 2018. You never won a race that season, but you won the championship with consistency. And once again, plus you had some speed too, but you were also able to save that fuel.
I barely saved it.
Yeah.
I ran out probably about 50 feet before the line right there.
Nice.
Actually, coming out of turn 4, it was sputtering. I think Slim was sputtering too. It's just like, am I going to catch him or not? Yeah.
Matt Watkins was in the perfect position there. He was like P5, and he had good draft, and he was clutching, and we were watching the art of his clutching. And it's one thing to clutch when there's nobody around you or you got gaps, It's another thing when you got cars all around you and the clutch and maintain your speed and, not blow it, Crazy.
Yeah. And Slim there, you started running out about turn 3, looked like there. What point did you start saving? Because it looked like Matt started saving almost from the drop.
Well, I wasn't clutching. Matt may not like me telling this. See, Matt's got an easier way to clutch than most of us do. But I'm not going to tell you how he does it, but he told me before. But anyway.
Oh, really?
I'll get it out of him, yeah.
Yeah, if he wants to tell you, that's up to him, but I'm not going to rat him out on it.
He probably won't do it in public, but
yeah, I was sputtering coming out of turn 4. I'm not known for saving fuel. I'm known for going balls to the wall. So I was surprised I made it, to be honest. But I knew what he was doing, and I don't know anybody else that can do that and maintain speed with everybody else.
Incredible.
Just Matt. He's the only person I know can do that. So congrats, Matt. Don't know what else to say. I got kicked to the desktop in the first caution we went in. And when I went in first, I got kicked to the desktop. That's why I went back.
We wondered what happened.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was you had bad connection. You did what you do, which was the sportsman move. You gave up a bunch of spots there and got into a spot, and then your internet connection got better. And then you went racing, what could have been if you didn't have to deal with that, I mean, you had huge stuff against you, and you still got on the podium. That was a great run with a lot of obstacles.
Yeah, I don't know what else I could have done. When you go from first to last, pretty much, and then you got to work your way through.
Yeah.
Got to work your way through all these hounds here. I mean, there's some studs out there in the field, and it's just
Absolutely.
so difficult to get around them. So I was well pleased finishing second, but I sure hate it come down to gas because I'm just not good at saving gas.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's a good points night regardless. Moves you up to second place there with Ryan Johnson having the tough night there. The great run, Slim. That was Milty's pick, and he was not the kiss of death, which is good because I was also not the kiss of death because I picked Matt Watkins. If he's going to take low hanging fruit, I'm taking low hanging fruit. And the Tuesday winner and the Friday night winner, Matt Watkins. All right, spill it. What do you do with the clutch?
Honestly, Nowadays, I just use a paddle. That's all it is.
You know what, dude? You learned that from me because I beat you one time on saving
paddle?
fuel, you know, and you never
Paddle.
You
like the
never
shifter
forgot
paddles?
that, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know you
this-
used to use the button on the steering wheel, I believe.
I did on the Momo. I used to use a button, and then
Yep.
I got a shifter on this.
I
wheel here,
used
and I went to a
I
paddle.
used to use a button too on the TSW here, and I bought the clutch pedal kit for my pedals, my TSW pedals, after I almost spun clutching with the button at this exact track and lost the race because of it.
Well, you know, here's the deal. You know, you had the presence of mind of knowing when that thing went green that you needed to save fuel right away. Yeah,
Well, it's like
you
can't have
had
another
a bunch of
homestead where it
people
goes
around
green.
you,
So
and you were saving fuel right away, and we spotted it. But the way you
I heard
saved
it first. I was like,
fuel
okay, who's doing that?
but the way you saved fuel with and still maintained a competitive race pace and kept your position, these guys were doomed. You know, they were up in front. It was just amazing. DeCinza, you know, I mean, he probably had the best car out there, but there's no way he could, because he's like me, or you know, I mean, there's no way
He didn't even try to make
he
the
don't know how
finish
to
there.
save fuel. He knows how to put his foot to the ground, and just a fantastic. You know, when you came into that pit stop, you knew exactly what your recipe for winning the race was, and you executed it, and it came right down to like we were saying, which made us look smart.
Yeah, Matt kept saying too, I hope this doesn't come down to a fuel race. I hope this doesn't come down to a fuel race. And
It came down to a fuel
ended up
race.
coming down to a fuel race, and he still wins it.
When has Matt ever said that?
Well, and we were sitting there in the broadcast too, saying these two monsoon teammates, because Webb was right up there, just solid all night, and destined for a podium, because you know Webb saves fuel, and he's you know, just the way Steve drives, you know, he's championship material. But that, you know, so we knew that the discussion on that team channel was intense. It had to be, you know.
Yeah, Bill was saving it too, so he got fourth out of it.
Yeah, great run there for
Absolutely.
Monsoon.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody. Huge point lead for
Great
Matt
job,
Watkins
Bill
there.
Yarborough.
41 points up over Slim
That's
Jim
my
Gately.
underdog right there.
And this was race 7 of our 12-race season. Next week will be California, and then into the home stretch. Just a month left after that, as we'll wrap it up on the 26th of March at Atlanta 97. So still plenty of racing to come, but a commanding lead from Matt. He could almost take 2 weeks off now.
I was just going to suggest he'd take.
I figured you might
At least
suggest
Little
that.
vacation.
You know, like we said at the beginning of the race, you can see this tone that Matt Watkins has set this year. When he decides to take on a obstacle, he's going to knock it down, and you guys are in big trouble. You know,
Next week, California.
Yep, California.
We're already in trouble, Milt. We just need him to have some bad luck.
That's what it takes sometimes. So anyway, great job all three of you guys out there. Again, your podium finishers, Steve Weber, Slim Jim Gately, and Matt Watkins, your point leader as well. And so yeah, great run out there. We'll see you next week at California. Thanks everybody for tuning in out there in YouTube land. Thanks as always, my partner Milt Minter Jr. Join me in Sound and
If you want to get a part
Vision.
of this, you want to get a rig, you know, Google it, get on FSB Racing, get it started. You can start from
Doesn't even
scratch.
take a rig. I sit here at
Congrats,
this
Matt,
desk.
Slim.
And you can race
Two
with
Fs.
these guys on Friday night really quickly, you know.
Absolutely. So thanks everybody for joining. Of course, go to fsbracing.com if you want to join up. Of course, be sure to hit the like and subscribe on the channel. Help us grow. Help us get the word out there.
Thank our
Keeping this
sponsor
going.
also.
Yeah. Our sponsor, of course. Bill Farmer Brothers Contracting. You know, we got a little...
Brothers Contracting. Trophies.
Ought to mention all our
Dudes
sponsors.
like trophies.
All our series sponsors here. You got Checkered Flag Racing and Brothers Body and Paint for Ryan Johnson, both sponsoring the Pro Cup and the Super Speedway series. And Monsoon,
man.
Monster
I
Motorsports,
like,
Steve
I like
Weber,
trophies.
sponsoring the Chicken Run. Scony.com putting up the hardware for the Grand National Sprints. Pony Express, Dan Jones.
Absolutely.
We miss you, Dan. Hope you're back soon. I talked to him just the other day, but Dan Jones putting up the hardware again for the Truck Series. And again, Farmer Brothers contracting
He working.
your Winston Cup Series tonight. And then Sunday night, the Piston Cup, the 1969 cars. A lot of fun. Same physics as we run tonight.
You can race
Just
every
cool,
night in the week.
cool retro
at
look.
FSB.
Synergy Motorsports putting up the hardware for that one. So we thank all our sponsors for doing that for us. And all our drivers are coming out and putting on the show. And we will see you next week at California. But until then, I'm Shawn Reap saying good night for FSB Racing Live.
Yeah.
Night, guys.
Peace.